might be hurt.
In this painting, I was thinking in terms of combining candy.
I will if you make it first.
My name is Gary Gatos, manager of the Florissant Civic Center Theater. Hi, my name's Gary Gatos, manager of your Florissant Civic Center Theater, and it's great to be here with another edition of On Cue. One of our guests has been gone too long from this table, and he's back again, Ike Eichenberger. Ike, good to see you with us.
Thank you, Gary.
And Marilyn, excuse us for reaching in front of you, but Marilyn Woods is the star of the show that Ike's musical director for. Marilyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're a newbie here.
I'm a newbie here.
But not to Hawthorne.
Not to Hawthorne, I'm old.
You've been in a few productions.
Yes, I have.
Before this, what was your favorite?
Stepping Out in 2009.
Neat. And they're a great organization to work with, and you've worked with others, I presume, prior to this.
I certainly have. This one is the best. They are the most
nice.
professional.
Oh, we did that without prompting or
Really?
Nice theater, too, huh?
Yes. Oh, yes. The best theater.
Great
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah.
Well, you honor us with your presence, and as well, Mr. Eichenberger dedicated a good portion of his life across the street from the building, heading up, I think, probably the most successful choral operation in anywhere in the Midwest. You still have students now who are probably growing up and turning into artists and stars on their own, don't you?
I do have a few that I'm very proud of.
You get some correspondence once
they're
in a
the
while?
business. Yeah, we're friends on Facebook.
From the field.
Yes.
I retired from McClure North some years ago, along with his wife, and you now are doing a part-time gig, I hear.
Well, I do some substituting in the music department at UMSL.
So you got to get lucky to see you nowadays.
Yeah.
Or somebody has to be unlucky on the campus. On the faculty. Is it fun with the college students as much?
It's wonderful.
Is it?
Keeps me young.
Good.
The kids are amazing, and we get a lot of music made, and it's just a joy.
Great.
Yeah.
And Marilyn, obviously you like theater. You're retired, but you enjoy this because it gets your blood pumping too, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Is musical comedy the best thing, or?
It is. I'm a musical comedy queen. Very definitely.
Well, here you're Mother Superior.
I know. I finally made it to the top.
Nonsense is the show we're talking about, and it is musical comedy at its best, and a lot of it too.
Yes.
How many songs do you get to sing of the 24 I hear in the show?
Right.
I get to sing 2, 3, plus all the cast numbers.
Yeah, you have a few
Which
solos.
comes out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have a few solos that are like showstoppers, I
Yes.
understand. Spotlight is one of them?
Yes.
And we turned on the lights
Turn
here in the
on the
studio.
spotlight, yes.
And we got a rendition of it. I hear you're also playing a character on stage?
Yes.
What are you, a glutton for punishment?
Well, it's a very show in that respect because the musical director actually is a character in the show. He's Father Richard. He has about 5 lines, sticks his head out of the curtain a few times.
Okay. Well, that ain't so bad.
No.
You have to put on the collar?
Yes, I'll look like a priest.
This opened in 1985?
Yes, 1985.
And was one of the longest running ever shows.
Second longest running show off Broadway.
Off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway.
Next to, what was it, what's the other one that ran forever?
How about
With the 3 or 4?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastics
Okay,
is the number 1. And it's still
I
running.
thought it was Mousetrap or something like
Oh.
that.
No, it's a musical.
no.
You're right. It's a musical. And actually went on after off-Broadway. Did it do a stint on Broadway, or was it a movie after
It
that?
never did Broadway. It's been off Broadway since 1960. Still running.
You're kidding.
No,
Oh,
still
my
running.
God.
You can get tickets now for the show. Just get online.
Isn't that something? Well, it morphed into a TV show. And actually, but was there a movie done at one time? Or was it just TV?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it's a fun show, and actually started out, this Dan Goggins, actually did greeting cards, didn't he?
Yes, that is true. He has a line of greeting cards in which there's a nun, and they
something?
make cute little remarks or statements.
So that would have predated the 1985 opening.
Now that I'm not sure of. I
I'm
thought
almost
it came
positive.
after.
Oh, you think so?
I thought it did.
Well, their nuns are all over the place. You're going to have tchotchke there? You're going to sell us anything at intermission? Or no?
Not at intermission. But there might be some nuns passing collection plates after the show.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. The Hawthorne players need it, and so does. This is a funny premise, too. Mother Superior, can you delicately handle why we're putting on a show in the convent?
Well, without giving away too
Yeah,
much,
we don't want to do that.
52 of our sisters have died,
That's horrible.
and we were able to bury 48 of them, and then we ran out of money.
Some malfeasance or something happened to the money? What happened to the money?
Well, that's another story.
Okay.
But the point is, we had to put the last 4 sisters in the freezer. And that's the whole premise of the show.
There you go.
So we're having a fundraiser to raise the money to bury the 4
Bury the
nuns.
nuns. Now, you don't really say that to the public, though. You're just...
Well, yes,
Yes,
we
we
do
do.
share that. I mean, we've got to raise the money
That's
to
what
bury
they're
these
here
nuns. We've got to
for.
get them out of the freezer.
And it gets complicated
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
as the production starts to ramp up.
Oh, yes.
What's the biggest complication? What is the biggest hurdle that we have to get over to present the show in a timely way?
Well,
Can we point to one thing without giving away the plot too much?
Mother Superior has picked 5 nuns that she thinks has the best talent for the variety show.
Out of the what, 20 left or
Out of the
something?
19 that are
19,
left.
okay.
Yes. And they are quite a mixture of personalities. And the worst part is that they have to get the bodies out of the freezer because the health department's coming to
There
inspect
you
the
go.
kitchen.
That's what I was looking
So
for.
yes, there's a little bit of complication there.
There.
If the inspection happens before the show, all bets are off.
That's right.
true.
The show
Yes.
closes before it opens.
That's right.
And I'm going to tell you, that makes for a funny couple of hours
It's
in
really
live
cute.
theater.
Yes.
It really does.
Yes.
Do we have a pit orchestra? Or?
We have a pit orchestra, 9 people.
Wow.
We have, it's kind of small, but it's really neat. It's piano, synthesizer, drums, bass, 2 trumpets, trombone, and a woodwind specialist that plays clarinet, flute, and sax.
Fast-moving
And then
piece?
Father Richard has the stick.
Yeah.
No ruler.
No ruler.
But I have a baton.
I have the rules.
She has a ruler. Well, the Superior has a ruler. And the other nuns, have we seen them in Hawthorne productions prior to this, possibly? I know Kimmy Kidd, I've heard,
Kimmy Kidd.
is one of the nuns, and
one.
she's got a
Yeah.
great voice.
Oh,
She's
yes.
wonderful. The other women actually
Yeah,
are
has she done?
new to us.
New kids,
New
okay,
kids.
great. Okay.
And
Well,
they
that's
are
wonderful.
delightful. We have 5 of the cutest nuns that you ever want to see.
Now, I hear a bit of a historian, too. Are these habits from a real order, or is this kind of generic habit?
Well, it's a generic habit, but actually they came from the production that was on the Goldenrod showboat.
Is that right?
Yeah, we were lucky and were able to borrow those from our.
Well, that goes back quite a way.
Yes, that goes back a few years.
That's wonderful.
They're pretty authentic looking.
Marilyn, have you done research into this? Were you raised Catholic yourself? Did
I
you,
was.
You
I've gone through 16 years of Catholic school.
So you know firsthand
Oh, yes. Yes.
from whence this all comes.
Yes, very definitely.
But this is a fun group. If anything, there might be a little dysfunctional for a convent, don't you think? I mean, would that be the word? Or how could we best describe the mood of the convent under your tutelage?
Oh, a little wacky at times, I guess, is a good way of putting it.
This is good, clean entertainment, though. Can we bring the whole family to see this, guys? Is that fun?
It's
Mostly.
a family show. There are a few risque moments
For the nuns, okay.
from
Yeah,
the
they're-
nuns, which is a little shocking and fun.
There might be some explanations that you might have to give to young children.
Okay, but most of us mature children.
Yes.
Yeah, if we're 12 and over and
You'll
things
be
like
rolling
that,
in
we'll be
the
okay.
aisles, yeah.
All right, so that is a good one. Who's doing the set? Are we doing it in convent, or how does that work out?
Well, the set actually takes place in the high school, and the high school kids are putting on a production of Grease. So they already have the stage set up for the musical production Grease.
So it looks like you gotta do the hand
Mother
jive and-
Superior gets the name. Gets the wrong name, but we get it corrected.
You correct
You know,
it during
it's one of the
course.
funny spots in the show.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really cute.
No, that's right. It takes
Yeah,
place in a
and
high school.
our set design is by Ken Clark, who is our director.
A great
Ken's a
designer,
very
too.
fine set
Yes.
designer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Neat
he's
guy.
doing a great job with us.
He's an officer in the group as well.
Yes,
And the group's been around forever, but that's really how many years? About 75?
Hawthorne.
70.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wonderful. And this is the end of your season for this year. This is
Yes.
again, a show that you can wander into, any Hawthorne show, and think you've wandered into one of the better professional theater companies in the Midwest. But it's kind of neat because the prices are fair, and this is part of a season ticket, but you're ending with this show our season right now, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now, will there be information on the next season when if they buy into this one? Will
There
they know
will be
more about
information.
the feature?
I have a flyer here, but it will be in the program.
Okay, we'll
telling
post
us
that on the air
next
today.
year's. Yes,
Looks like a hit season.
it's going to be great.
Oh.
Things that I recognize even.
3 great productions: Our Town in April,
Thornton Wilder.
and Hairspray in July,
There you go.
and Driving Miss Daisy in November.
Boy, you know what? You can't beat that. That's great American theater, great company, and like I said, great prices as well. What do I have to pay to get in, and when do we show up? We better do that before we miss the point here of the show.
Okay, so ticket prices are, I want to say,
$20. Very good.
There is a senior citizen discount.
18.
There is a group discount if you have a group of 10 or more.
I think we're talking 14 if you get down to
I
that.
believe
Right,
so.
that's a
Good,
big
huh?
savings.
And there is a special if you have your Florissant Focus or Independent News
All right.
for the first weekend, November 6 and 7. Of course, we're trying to sell as many seats as we can.
And there's a coupon?
There's well, it's just an ad. All you have to do is mention the ad, and they'll give you an additional $2 off.
Okay, so here's what you do. You just say you got the Independent News, whether you did or
Yep,
not,
yep.
and call our box office at 314-921-5678, and we'll lop off another $2. Boy, is that a deal or what?
It's a
Such
great
a
deal.
deal.
And if you buy a season ticket, I understand you've got great savings on that for next year, too.
Yes.
30% or so,
Yes.
right around there, 25%, and 3 wonderful shows. You know, now to make this really interesting, how about the real dates for the show, Ike, so we can get people in there?
All right, the real dates are Friday and Saturday, November 6th and 7th,
Okay.
and then the following weekend, November 13th and 14th, and we have a Sunday matinee on the 15th.
That's 8 o'clock curtain on Friday and Saturday evenings. Doors open for seating at 7:30, and the box office opens 1 hour before showtime. And like Ike said, that last Sunday, 2 o'clock, only 70 tickets left. You better call right away. Okay, guys. Have you been wanting to do this one, Ike, for some time? You haven't been musical director for a while, have you? When's
The last show was Annie.
And that's been a few
That's
years.
been, I think, six years ago.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
not yesterday.
Yeah,
great show, too.
It's a wonderful show. And again, Ken Clark was the director, and
was
that's
he?
part of the reason I wanted to do this show, because Ken is the director.
Wow.
He asked me if I would do it, and ironically, I had never seen Nonsense before. I'd heard how great it was.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm telling you, once we started rehearsal, I was hooked.
Oh, I figured.
It is a wonderful, wonderful
See,
show.
I thought this was on your hit list for like
Well,
bucket
it
list
has
stuff.
been for Hawthorne, but wasn't for me necessarily. But
Is that right?
Yeah.
Marilyn, have you been looking to do this, or was this something you've done before and a reprisal?
I have not done it before, but you know, we put out the list of shows a year in advance. So
Oh, right. You're
I've
in the
been
know.
waiting for this since
For the
last
audition.
November, because when I saw that we were doing Nonsense, I thought that's for me.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you bring in, when you audition for a piece like this, do you bring in something from the show? Is that what a person generally does?
Not necessarily.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes directors get tired of hearing the same song over and over and over, but I brought in something that I knew was the right character type.
Oh, good, good.
So, and I
and
feel
in the
like-
range, eh?
Yes.
You had a real hit in your last show. What's your prognosis this time, Doctor? Are we going to be up there? I think there's a sellout already brewing for Sunday.
We are almost sold out for our Sunday.
this
matinee.
far in advance.
Yes.
Yes.
And we
I
filmed
think
this
we
in
only have
advance,
about
so
70 tickets left, so if people want to come on Sunday, they have to.
You better
they
book
have
it
to-
right away.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be an amazing show.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we have 5 of the most delightful women that are these nuns, and it's just the whole show, everything about it is excellent. And you know what? There are other people involved. We have nuns that are working backstage. We have nuns in the booth.
Seriously, folks.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's great.
Yes.
Real thing.
I'm the only priest, but we have.
That's enough. No, Hawthorne players always out for a good time. Wonderful talent, volunteers, all. And you know what they do is they make the quality of life better in our community. These are 2 fine North Countyans next to me.
Yeah.
I know, Marilyn, you live here in the beautiful city of Florissant.
Yes.
And
I'm right down the street.
Yeah, so far you're loving it so far. And Ike, you've been living in Ferguson for years. Have a nice house there.
40 years. Love Ferguson.
There you go. I'm
Not
the same
leaving.
way.
I love Ferguson.
There you go. We're the same way. I love these people, and I love you to be here with us in the show. You got to call, though. You got to make that reservation. Go online to www www.florissantmo.com. Click on theater and then click on buy tickets online. And even when we're not there, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can, for a modest service charge, buy those tickets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you want those Sunday tickets, and this is catching you by surprise, that is one way to do it without waiting till Monday morning at 9 a.m. when the box office reopens. Guys, thanks so much for being with us, Marilyn. Good to meet you again. And Ike, pleasure as always. Be there or be square. Nonsense coming up in November. Thanks again for being here with us on Cue. Now we're going to tackle that schedule coming up. We can't do everything in the interview portion, so we take on the calendar of events for those things that we didn't have enough time to interview personally. The Florissant Fine Arts Council is going to be here with James Gavin. He's the one who brought us Stormy Weather, the Lena Horne story before. Well, he's bringing back to life Peggy Lee, starring Wesley Whitfield, and he's going to be presenting The Strange Life of Peggy Lee. This is a gentleman who does all the research necessary to get into the background of the stars, what made them successful. He brings their music to life on stage with musicians and also an actress who portrays the star as they tell the story of the life of Peggy Lee. She's from North Dakota, very interesting life. She's steamed up the circuit, and you'll want to be there for this one. November the 21st, that's a Saturday evening at 8 p.m. It comes out of KMP Artists in Austin, Texas. We enjoy Peggy Lee's songs performed by world-class vocalist, and James Gavin, again the author of her biography, narrates on stage all of the aspects of her life from his research. $28 for adults, $26 for seniors and students. Group rates are available for this one too. Also, the City of Florissant brings back their holiday special for children. The Junior League of St. Louis and the City of Florissant for 27 years now have done the St. Louis Family Theater Series. We always discount the tickets around Thanksgiving time so that we can get as many people in as we can. So we drop them 25% from the $7 usual fee down to $5.25, and we bring in a great show. TheaterWorks USA brings a hilarious collection of children's short stories that they read in school, headlined by Fly Guy and Other Stories this Thanksgiving. Performances are the Sunday before Thanksgiving at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, again, matinees only at 2 o'clock each afternoon. These are musical reviews based on the following books: Fly Guy Meets Fly Girl, Diary of a Worm, Fluffy the Classroom Guinea Pig, Horace and Morris, but mostly Dolores, Kitten's First Full Moon, Lily's Big Day, Paper Bag Princess, and as we mentioned, Fly Guy. You guys want to be there for this one. Your kids read these stories in the classroom when they're in grade school. Let's see them come to life on stage with these great actors from New York. Professional theater at its best, and something the whole family can wrap themselves around for the holiday again. And in the month of December, we'd like to remind you, Hometown Boy Made Good's coming back. Derek Anthony is a country western star in his own right. Grew up here in Ferguson, went to McClure High School, actually raised in Florissant. And he's going to be back on stage here. Admission is between $12 and $32 for tickets, but he's going to bring his country western and show here December the 4th. That's a Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. Again, he'll grace our stage that he performed in when he was in high school. He did Hello Dolly, Music Man with McClure, and now he's bringing in actually his own show live from Texas, where he's moved for his country western career. He's lived in Dallas for the last 6 years. Derek's opened for Mark Chestnut, Joe DiMessina, Josh Turner, Kansas, Clint Black, Tracy Lawrence, Dirk Bentley, and many, many more top-grade artists, and he's on his way up. Let's make this hometown boy feel good. www.showclix, that's SHOWCLIX.com, should get you to Derek Anthony's tickets. Call our box office if you need more information, but again, that's www.showclix.com. That'll come up on our screen while we're reading this. Ryan and Ryan are back, and that's a father and son piano duo. African-American duo. They're Steinway artists, and they're going to be bringing in Music for Mavericks this holiday season. They'll have some holiday music thrown in there. December the 12th, that's a Saturday evening, 8 p.m. curtain. Just in time for the holidays, too. They have a blend of classic, contemporary music, an enthralling concert experience Twin pianos, that's something you don't see very much anymore. And again, a father and son duo. Their experience is in classical, jazz, ragtime, hip hop, and funk, and allows them to create exciting new music and fresh interpretations of the old. They were here before, they're a proven hit. Please join us in this engaging performance. Ryan and Ryan, that's going to be here December the 12th again, 8 p.m., $28 for adults, $26 for seniors and students, and it is part of the Applause series. You know, I just want to let you know you can still buy a portion of that Applause season ticket, get about 25% off your tickets, and take part in all these Fine Arts Council shows that run all the way into next April here at the Civic Center Theater. Northwind's Concert Band comes back for their holiday concert December the 13th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This concert band, under the direction of Larry Marsh, always does a bang-up job on their hometown holiday concert. Again, that's a 3 o'clock Sunday matinee. They'll be doing Leroy Anderson's Christmas Festival and some other bright, great holiday tunes. The Snowman with music composed by Howard Blake, and children of all ages will enjoy this with their families as well. As a matter of fact, we have a special family price for this show only. $12. You can get your whole family in, all your immediate family to this show. We don't want to ding you for money. We want you to come out and enjoy Christmas with the hometown holiday concert and your Ferguson Florissant Community Band. $8 for adults otherwise, $6 for seniors and students, or $12 for the whole family in this case. Florissant Fine Arts Council also has a Christmas special coming in from the state of New Hampshire. This is A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens' touring musical comedy version. We're going to take a minute out right now and watch a clip from the show.
All the splendor, the magic, and the joy of the holiday season is here. It's the North Country Center for the Arts National Touring Company production of Charles Dickens' classic tale, A Christmas Carol. Bursting on stage in spectacular fashion, this fabulous Christmas gift of a show is overflowing with music, laughter, a couple of really scary ghosts, and one extremely grumpy old man. Gather the whole family together and come join Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim, Jacob Marley, and that great bah-humbugger himself, Ebenezer Scrooge, for an amazing theater experience you will never forget. Celebrate the true spirit of Christmas with this brand new, original production filled with haunting special effects and heartfelt sentiment. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Don't miss it.
This one is here for one day only. That's Sunday, December the 20th, 2 o'clock matinee. So close to Christmas. I don't know why it's not going to sell out. You've got to get your tickets early for this one. Fair price, too, for a big show like this. $28 for adults, $26 for seniors and students. Again, the powerful story of Ebenezer Scrooge has been made into a wonderful family musical, as you can see from that clip. This is a full-stage musical comedy version of Charles Dickens' ever-popular classic. Delightful, thoroughly entertaining evening of theater, a new adaptation that's filled with song. And again, the Fox is not going to have their big version of the Christmas Carol. You're looking at the only one in town right here in your Civic Center Theater. In the new year, just like to remind you, our St. Louis Family Theater Series has Charlotte's Web coming up. Again, sponsored by the Junior League of St. Louis and the City of Florissant. These performances are here January 15th, 16th, and 17th. Friday evening the 15th, 7:30 p.m. curtain, and then Saturday and Sunday, matinees only at 2 o'clock each afternoon. Theater Works, again, from New York is presenting this. Great professional actors, and this Charlotte's Web is based on E.B. White's loving story of the friendship between a pig named Wilbur and a little gray spider named Charlotte. You'll remember this story from your own childhood. Wilbur has a problem, how to avoid winding up as a pork chop. And Charlotte, who's a fine writer and true friend, hits on a plan to fool Farmer Zuckerman. They're on the Zuckerman farm. She creates a miracle, spinning the words in her web that will save the pig's life. A great hit for the family, a few tears are shed, but mostly tears of joy as you find them all come out. These animals explain to us about bravery and selfless love and the true meaning of friendship in this classic tale, Charlotte's Web. Don't miss it. Again, $7 to all for this one. Group rates are available, especially for scout groups. We bring it down for 25%, no matter what the size of your scout group is for this American classic. Finally, I'll leave you with this. We had a show that sold out last year as part of the, again, Applause series presented by the Florissant Arts Council. It's the Ball Knobbers Show, all the way up from Branson. Who knew they were going to sell out when they brought the Ball Knobbers Jamboree to our door? So much so did we love it that we brought them back again. We challenge you to come out and enjoy this show with us one more time. January the 16th, Saturday evening at 8 p.m. $28 for adults, $26 for seniors and students. You don't have to buy the hotel room in Branson. You don't have to buy the meals on the road or spend the gas money. We brought it right to your home here on a Saturday in January, mid-January. This is Branson Family Entertainment Phenomena that started the whole thing down there. 55 years ago in 1959, the four Maid brothers, known as the Ball Knobbers, began entertaining visitors on the Branson lakefront. Today, the family legacy continues. This is the second and third generation represented on stage of the Maid family, carrying on the tradition of great country music, hilarious comedy, and they're joined by a cast of dynamic singers, musicians, comedians, and entertainers. What more can I say? We've got it all from soup to nuts here at your Civic Center Theater. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call 314-921-5678. Make that reservation and join us over this holiday season and into the new year. Hey, thanks for being with us on Cue. Great to have you here.